Okay. Don't accept less than what you deserve. That is the message today. I got very anxious before turning on the camera. So you guys could just be very anxious during this time. We're gonna get into the cards and figure out what this energy is. But the message today was, don't be afraid to wait. Don't accept less than you deserve. But there was an element of like not being afraid of turning down something that is comfortable. And I was getting this feeling of, not to be dramatic, but people preying on your downfall. And unfortunately, whether it's a partner, a family member, a friend, it really doesn't matter who these people are to you. It's like when you're a very, we're going to make this make sense, okay? You could be somebody who you don't expect evil out of the world on the surface. You are somebody who, if you would never do something that cruel, you just assume that nobody else is doing something that cruel. And this could be in regards to you realizing how people truly feel about your success. I hope this is making sense. I am like overthinking everything that I'm saying, so you could just be quite like anxious and in your head at this time. Dang, it's like you're scared about something. You're scared to break away from some sort of situation, whether this is a career, a relationship, a friendship, whatever this is to you. The message is to fill your own cup. Don't fill up other people's cups with this like disillusionment. Does any of this make sense? It's like it is not your other people are not your problem at this time. The opinions of others are not your problem at this time. Fill up your own cup. If somebody is expecting you to be something that you're not, that's not your issue. What other people think about you is not your issue. And if you are a people pleaser, or you're somebody who just genuinely wants to be liked and loved, this new phase that you're stepping into is going to require you to care about what you think more than about what other people think. It's requiring you to let go of all of your insecurities, truly, and to realize that you are allowed to take care of yourself and to fill your own cup up. Period. Like, you can fill up your own cup. Period. Like, this energy is almost requiring you to be a little more selfish. You're putting yourself first, but okay, we will get to the cards and I'll stop rambling, but there was an element of people preying on your downfall. And realizing that these people in your life, whether this is people who have known you from the day you were born, people that say that they love you, these could be extremely hard lessons, just realizing that just because they're family doesn't mean that they always have your best interest at heart. Just because somebody is your partner, a childhood friend, doesn't mean that they always have your best interest at heart. It doesn't mean that they always want to see you do well. Some people are going to be jealous and intimidated by your success. They're not going to want you to leave and move on. They're going to try and pull you back down. It's a lot like the song Downfall by Noah Kahn. And just that feeling of some people don't want to see you move on and achieve your dreams because it means that you're moving on without them and they're just stuck where they have always been. Um, he has a great line where he's like climbing up from a hole that has no bottom. And it's like some people are never going to wish you well. Even if these are people who you would never ever think that because you would never think that way about them, right? If they were going off to achieve their dreams, you would be nothing but happy for them. And the hard realization here is that not all people are as kind as you are. Some people are not going to be happy for your success. Some people are too self-involved to be happy for other people when they can never be happy for themselves, right? Some people know that they will never achieve. Some people know deep down that they will never be able to go to the heights that you are going. And how could they be happy for you when they know that they cannot meet you up there? And that is going to be a hard lesson to learn when you reach those heights and you turn back and you want to be proud of yourself. You want to boast about all of your accomplishments. You want to be able to call your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, and say, hey, guess what just happened to me? And you're going to be met with a bit of hostility. And you're going to realize that there are just some people that you will not be able to call when good things happen for you. And you are going to have to sadly learn that there are some people you won't be able to share exciting news with because you know that they will not be happy for you. And that you should be proud of your accomplishments. If you are telling people exciting news about your life and you're being met with hostility, maybe they like quickly change the subject, they cannot show you that they're happy and proud for you, right? Some people just can't. It's just not in their being to be happy for you at this time because they're too self-involved, they're too jealous, right? They're envious. And you are going to quickly have to learn that these exciting times in your life may, for a short while, only be available to you. Does that make sense? So when something very exciting happens, you might have to sit with it on your own. You know, these aren't going to be the things that you'll be able to post on Facebook or maybe call your parents about or call your best friend about, because you know that hopeful like energy that you're giving out, that you're expecting to get back from these people, is not going to happen. And so you might have to sit with these exciting changes on your own for a little while. And that could be hard when it's like you genuinely just want to share your good news, but you know that you're going to be met with negative energy. And this could have stemmed from like, you know, childhood issues as well, where you're not ever allowed to talk about your accomplishments because people make it seem like you're just bragging, right? And you're like, no, I'm not bragging. I'm just really excited because I did something really cool and I want to talk about it. I want to share it with you. I want to share my exciting news with you. This happened to me a lot when I was a kid, and I'm just like, no, I'm just excited to talk about it. And everyone's just like, okay, well, like, good for you. And you're like, oh, okay. And you could be somebody where This might be hard for me to explain, but hopefully you'll understand this, where you get really hyped about something that you are very, very passionate about, and it's like on the starting lines of like getting started. And then you share that exciting news with somebody, and then suddenly that project ends up not happening. Or that thing that you were manifesting suddenly disappears. And it's only like right after you share it with somebody. And this happened to me a lot when I was a teenager, and I eventually just stopped sharing any news. Good news, bad news, I stopped sharing news, period, with the people around me, because the second that I did, stuff just halted and stuff just stopped happening. If there was like a job interview that I was going for, the second I would like talk about it to certain people, it would like come crashing down. And that could have been like, you know, what a placebo effect. Would that even apply to this? But so that could have been in my own head, but either way, I swear to God, like the second I talked about it or got excited about anything, stuff wouldn't work out. So there is a message in there for you of sadly, you're going to have to keep these accomplishments and these exciting things that you are getting into action, these things that you're manifesting for your future, you're going to have to keep it very close to your chest at this time. And the hard lesson is that some people are not going to be happy for you. And there are just some things that you are not going to be able to share with the people closest to you. The people closest to you. But it's real, you guys. It happens to the best of us. Not everybody is going to be happy for your success, especially if that means you packing up your bags and moving to a different city, or having enough money to like move out on your own. This doesn't always have to apply to parents. That's just my experience and what was kind of coming up. So this could just be, you're like, why aren't my parents happy for me? And it has nothing to do with, you know, it truly has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. They could, you know, genuinely be happy for you, but just that realization that you might leave and never come back. That fear could be real, and just knowing that even speaking things out loud could be like detrimental. Not to be dramatic, that's just the word that came to my head, but it's like some people will try and sabotage your plans to keep you at their level down here. You want to be up here. People are going to be trying to drag you down, and you cannot share. You can't give your good, positive, beautiful energy over to negative people who are just going to try and destroy it, okay? And you have the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, and Jesus, I'm sorry. You have the Emperor and the High Priestess. You have all major arcanas out right now. Like, it's beautiful. This is you stepping into your power. You looking inward and realizing that you might have to stand alone for a little bit. You're not going to be alone forever. We have the Lovers popping up in here and all of this beautiful change that is coming in. You're not going to be alone forever. You're just going to have to step away from, it almost feels like the people you've been surrounded by your entire life, and kind of having to say goodbye, and also having to realize, you know, these patterns that you've been in, and maybe that some people have been holding you back for a really long time. And having the courage to say, hey man, actually it's time for me to go. It's time for me to get out of here. And any sort of backlash that is going to be sent your way, they could be like trying to guilt trip you, of just being like, oh wow, you're really just gonna leave me here when, you know, I raised you and did everything for you. It's just an energy of like parental influence, but use this how it resonates. It like, this could be a partner just being like, oh wow, really, like, after everything that I did, just trying to like guilt trip you just to keep you where they are. They don't want you to leave. You're gonna have to find that courage in yourself to kind of step out alone and just be like, hey, look, man, it's time for me to leave. I'm sorry that you're struggling. I did the best that I could. I've been here this entire time, and now it is time for me to step out on my own so I can truly meet myself, you know, at a level that you will never be able to offer me. Period. Tough love, you know? Sometimes you gotta be harsh. I'm sorry. Sometimes you gotta be harsh. People are harsh to you. The world is harsh to you. Sometimes you gotta be harsh back. Or else you'll never actually meet yourself. You'll never actually achieve these goals that you want, right? I mean, these cards are absolutely beautiful. The cards are beautiful. It's all about you stepping into your own power and being met on the other side with like, the grass really is greener energy, right? You're like, oh wow, I truly have been holding myself back this entire time. You could have like a lot of responsibilities, taking care of family members, and that could be where this guilt comes from. You're like, oh, I can't leave grandma, she has cancer. I know that was, I'm speaking from my own experience, but that could be it. You're just like, I can't leave. I have sick family members that I have to take care of. I have a younger sister that I have to take care of. Like, these are all very real things, and just because you are leaving to achieve your dreams does not mean that you are leaving for good. You can always visit, right? Planes are a thing. Like, you can make trips back home. Just because you're leaving doesn't mean that you're leaving for good. And there was a huge emphasis on Noah Khan, even though he became a huge freaking indie star, and he's out touring the world, and, you know, he moved to Nashville, I think, with his wife to advance his career. There were still all of those moments in between where he went back home to care for his dad, to be there for his mom, to support the family. Just because you're leaving doesn't mean you're gone for good. You're just, it is going to be difficult to like differentiate, what am I trying to say? To differentiate like staying in a place because you feel like you have to, and doing it because you actually want to. Go back home because you want to help, not because you feel like you're stuck there, because you're being guilt tripped by people. Gosh, I hope that makes sense, but that is going to be the toughest lesson to learn, is you saying, hey, no, actually, I'm not turning my back on you. I'm just making myself a priority. And that doesn't mean walking away for good, right? That just means that you are finally putting yourself first. You have put other people first your entire life, it feels like, okay? And now it's time for you to care for yourself. It's like that airplane saying where you have to put on your own mask before you can help other people. You're being deprived right now. You are being deprived. And it is time to put yourself first. We have the Ace of Pentacles. You have so much success in your future. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. You're stepping away from your past and you're creating a beautiful new future. And this energy of you stepping alone is not going to be for long, because you are going to be met with beautiful people. It looks like you're going to create like a full future. Could you even see that? If you do want to settle down and start a family, there it is. Like, you can absolutely do that. This is like long-lasting wealth. And I don't want to be too dramatic, but it's like, you know, that's just what I'm seeing. You are the little Empress over here. And you have the Emperor. It's like, yeah, it just requires you. Can you even see? It just requires you to make yourself a priority. And that might mean that other people are going to turn their backs on you, and that really has nothing to do with you. Let them, okay? Let them. If they can't be happy that you are making yourself a priority and focusing your time and effort on your own success rather than the well-being of other people who are not making your well-being a priority, it feels like, then that's not your issue, okay? You need to be filling up your own cup at this time. It is okay to be selfish sometimes, okay? It is okay to put yourself first, to make yourself a priority. But the future looks so bright once you are able to fully realize that it's all about you right now. The world revolves around you right now, okay? And that is okay. I'm giving you permission to make everything about yourself because you deserve it. Love you guys. Bye.